Have you ever felt like you're trying so hard to be better, to be perfect, but you just keep seeing the same old flaws? You meditate, you work on yourself, you try to be positive, but anger, jealousy, or insecurity still bubble up. It's frustrating, right? Well, there's a timeless story that might change how you see things. A young monk, full of this exact frustration, went to the Buddha. He said, "Master, I do everything I'm supposed to. I meditate, I chant, I fast, but I'm still full of anger and pride. I thought enlightenment would make me pure. Why am I still so flawed?" The Buddha didn't answer. Instead, he led the monk to a perfectly still pond, its surface like a mirror. "Look," the Buddha said. The monk peered in and saw his own reflection. "I see myself." "Now strike the surface," the Buddha instructed. The monk touched the water, and ripples instantly shattered his reflection into a blurry mess. "What do you see now?" asked the Buddha. "Nothing clear," the monk replied. The Buddha then dropped a small pebble into the pond, and the water stirred again. "Each stone," he explained, "is a thought, a fear, a desire. When they fall, the reflection is lost, but the water itself is never destroyed." The monk was confused. "So what do I do to make the image clear again?" The Buddha smiled gently. "Nothing, just let it settle." So the monk sat by the pond and watched. He didn't do anything. He just waited. Slowly the ripples faded, and his reflection returned, soft and complete. "But Master," he said, a little disappointed, "the water just shows me as I am. I can still see all my flaws." "Of course," said the Buddha. "A mirror cannot flatter. It only reveals what is there. The wise don't break the mirror when they see a blemish on their face. They wash their face." He leaned in and whispered, "Enlightenment is not the absence of flaws. It is the absence of distortion." The monk looked into the water again. His image was steady and calm. For the first time, he didn't try to change what he saw. He just saw it. And in that simple act of seeing, something inside him shifted. As the Buddha turned to leave, he offered one last piece of wisdom. "When you stop fighting your reflection, you will finally meet the one who has been watching all along." That monk, years later, was said to have reached enlightenment, not by conquering his flaws, but by learning to see clearly through them, with acceptance and peace. So maybe the goal isn't to become flawless. Maybe it's just to let the water settle and see ourselves clearly, with kindness